So variable shadowing happens when a local variable has the same name as the variable in the outer scope. Let me comment out this so that I'll just give a code example to explain this. So because the best way to explain this is by writing the code. So let's use, I know I told you before that for the local variable, for the local scope, we have the block scope and the function scope. Let's use the block scope for example. Let's define a variable called x. So what we are doing now, we are declaring and initializing on the same line. So let's say x is equal to 100. Hmm? So first of all, let's console log x. If we run console.log x normally, if we log console.log x, let me run this. This will print out 100. It will print out the value of x in the console. If you can see on the right hand side, my console is printing out what's it called 100. So why? Because the variable x is accessible. It's accessible throughout this program the way it is now. So let's create a block. And I told you that we can create block by using curly braces. So let's create a block and redeclare the variable x. Let's inside this block, let's say let x be equal to 200. Remember that the scope here is the global scope, while the scope here is the local scope. So what kind of local scope is this? This is a block scope. So this is global. This first x is accessible everywhere. This second x is not accessible everywhere. This second x is only accessible within this block that it is defined. So let x be equal to 200. Now look at what is going to happen. We have already console log x in the first line. Now let's run our console.log for x in this second line. Let's see what it will output. Just follow me. So console.log x, let's see what it's going to give. Now look at the output in the console. It's giving 200. Why is it that we first defined x to be 100 here, and when we redefined x to be 200, we are getting 200 here? Now look at something. Let me comment out this. If I comment out this one and uncomment this first one, this first console.log, let's see what it will give us. If we run this, look at the screen. It's printing out 100 when we use this particular console.log that is over here. It's giving us 100. But if we use this console.log that is inside of here, it will give us 200. So what is happening here is that this what's it called, the declaration of x inside this block is shadowing. That means it's hiding this x that is already declared outside here. So that is what we mean by variable shadowing. Now see, let me comment out this. If I console.log x outside this block, you will see that it will give me the value of the global variable x, the one that is defined outside here. So if I console.log x, I will get 100. So look at it. The first console.log in line 3 will give me 100. The last console.log that you can see in line 10, the one I'm highlighting, will still give me 100. But the one that is within the scope, let me now uncomment everything. So you'll see what it will print out to the screen. You'll see 100, 200, 100. So what is happening? The reason why we can print out 200 is because inside the box, can you see? The 100 is for the first console log. The 200 is for the console log inside of the box, while the third 100 is for the console log and outside of the box. So this phenomenon that is happening here is what we call variable shadowing. So it means that this one that is here is shadowing or hiding, or what's it called, overriding the one that what's it called that you have defined outside here. So that's what I mean. Because shadowing can actually cause confusion and bugs if used carelessly. So it's better to define your variables with different name instead of using the same name, the name that you have used in the global scope. If you are using it in the local scope, it can cause problem. It can cause variable shadowing, and it can lead to bulk.